Let's start. So last week, where we had ended, if anyone can tell me, because I know I have to tell few points on that again. That's why I'm asking if anyone can recap. Sorry. Yes. I'm asking about the fundamental analysis. Where we had ended on fundamental analysis. That is that intraday and all is on the trading front. Okay. Okay. I'll recall. Don't worry. I was speaking on the fundamental analysis. Kishore, Karthik, where if you can recall. Mm. We ended with these terms: asset and liabilities. In that also we ended with two different terms again, that is current, future or upcoming or forthcoming, whatever. Okay, we ended with this. Now we have one thing to calculate. We have current assets, current liabilities, future assets and future liabilities. Okay, we will take one example and then we will finish this topic at one point and then we'll move to the next topic. Today's topic majorly would be on PE ratio. I think many of them were interested on that. We'll go on PE ratio today, and then we'll understand how it works in market and what all can be done with it. Okay, now first thing, we'll take two examples. Okay, two different examples. Liabilities in other senses, if I have to say, if someone did not understand, it is to pay. I mean, there is some debt that we have to pay someone to someone. Okay, now one thing we have to understand. We'll take one example. We'll take Kishore. Okay, here we'll take Ratan. Okay, they too have that two companies. Here Kishore has a current debt of around we'll say 10 crores. Ratan has current debt of only 10 lakhs. Okay, this is 10 crores and he has 10 lakhs. Kishore is earning around we'll say 20 crores, and Ratan is earning around we'll say 12 crores. Okay, now if I have to, and we are only speaking based on current things. Okay, same will just replicate on future also. I mean forthcoming liabilities or earnings. Okay, now, or assets. Now if we have to say based on this, who is earning more? Correct. No, Ratan has total profit of 11.9 crores, whereas Kishore is earning 20 crores, but he has to pay 10 crores to others. So his total earning of this year is 10 crores. Correct. But as a retail investor, we don't usually see this. We see earnings. If someone says earning, we'll just see this earning. We do not see after after the what we say, giving out the liabilities, and then after giving out. Okay, liabilities part we understood. With one liability, we understand that if we have some profits going on, if we have to pay someone, that has to be deducted, right? So we understand, what we understand here is higher the profit, it shows current state of the company. Okay, but there is one more very important thing. Tomorrow, see, today, if maybe if in case, if one case, if I have to say, his future liabilities. One more example. We'll continue and then we have to wrap up on this. Future liability he has around total 1 crore, whereas Kishore has future liability of around 100 crores. Okay, but his earning, future estimate earning is around, sorry, okay, yes, future estimate earning is around we'll say 200 crores or 250 crores. Okay, with the growth, with proper growth around next 10 years, we'll say in next 10 years this is the growth he is seeing. Whereas with current things which he has and with less of the liabilities, his future earning, Ratan's future earning would be again nearly 250 crores only, we'll say. Reason behind it, we'll understand now. In overall terms, if you understand these two things, which company would be your investment? Kishore's company or Ratan's company? Reason behind it is, again, whatever he's earning, Ratan, whatever he's earning, he's giving back to as liabilities is very less percentage of it. Right? Okay. What I actually wanted to say here now. Okay. Until now you would be confused like why I'm saying all these things. But what I wanted to say is little tricky. When we go and see any company, okay, and any company's balance sheet or any data, if the company says that it is debt free, that means it is on a perfectly good track. If its products are good and if its services are good and if it does not has any loan on it, then it is a really good company. Whereas if you have one more very good company, such as we'll take as Reliance, it is around 7 lakh crores worth. Okay, it is 7 lakh crores worth, but if it has around 2 lakh crores of loan on it, or even more, 2 lakh crores, and on the other hand, we have we'll say ITC, it's 5 lakh, I mean I'm just assuming it 5 lakh crore, and if we say its current debt is around only 1000 crores, then any day this company's profit will go to fill this debt first. But here we'll have very less things to close up. So one thing, when you're investing, you have to understand less liabilities are always good in any kind of investment. Clear? Okay. Ratan, yes, Kishore. No. Yes. Companies should and are liable to give you all these things. They have to give you. If you are, for example, if you are owning a company, won't you go and ask that what is your current debt, or what is, I mean, for example, if you have to buy a shop, okay, if you have to ask them, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಲ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಪ್ಪ ಮೊದಲು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡು, how much loan I have to pay on this property, if something like that, you'll ask, right? Similarly, yes. See, mostly it is available on NSE websites, and also on their website, when they provide the quarterly reports and all the reports, they have to provide everything. We'll come to that. In coming session, we'll come to that. How to read an annual report, how to read a quarterly report, how to read a balance sheet. We are yet to explore so many things. So, fingers crossed. Okay, Ratan, is it clear to you? Is Ratan here? He's gone. He's here. Okay. Now, we spoke about death and everything. Okay. We also spoke in last. Now we'll come to the new topic. Okay. Before that, we just one term to carry forward. We also spoke about a company's value, how we derive a company's value? Anyone? Yes. One way. Yes, that is also one way. I mean, I have to say a current value, number of shares into price of it, right? Now let's come to the very interesting part. Again, this part which I am teaching, based on this also you can invest. Okay, this is also a very good what we say indicator to take on for your next investment. But then you have to understand how we are working on this. Okay, let's come to it. It's called as P. We will learn about P for market and P for a share also. Okay, now what is P? If I have to say, it is price of share divided by earning per share, EPS. Okay, remember this. If you want to write down, or else it would be available on YouTube. Okay, again, this part is again subdivided by EPS. Okay, what is again EPS? EPS is okay. I would go to this little late. Give me a minute. Now we understood about, okay, we'll this part, this to teach this part, I have to ask you one question. Now, for example, I said Kishore earned around 20 crores. Okay, and Ratan earned around 12 crores or 11 crores, whatever. Is this their total earning? Even after liability, even after paying their debt, we'll say 10 crores and around 11.9 crores. Is this their total earning? Or sorry, total profit? Okay. Okay. I hope everyone works here in an IT firm. Yes. We'll come to a very funny part now. What is this? Correct, no? If they say they are giving you this much. Okay. But your in hand would be somewhere around, we'll say 1.1, for example. Why? And if you multiply this would become somewhere around this much only, not 15. Why? Correct? Where did we come? Yes, income tax. So for any earning, we have to pay our tax. Clear? Now, if you have to put your profit, what is a profit? We would call that profit as profit after taxes. Clear? Now we'll come to the EPS part. Yes. Now we'll come to the EPS part. What is this? In simple ways, we'll say that as profit after taxes again divided by what would be this divided number? If I have to say what is the earning of the per share earning, I mean it is very basic, but still I am asking. Yes, number of shares. Number of shares. Okay. Now we have these two things. What is that? Profit after taxes and number of shares. Okay. Now, for example, profit after tax, Kishore says that his company. Okay. Now we'll calculate two different EPS. Okay. PE values. Okay. Two different PE values, so that it will be very easy for us to understand which. Again, anyone has preconceived notion on PE that if PE is like this, it's good to invest. If PE is like this, like that, it's not good to invest. Yes. Okay. How less? Okay. Yes, we'll come to this. We'll come to this. You will answer it yourself. Partially right, partially wrong, but yeah, you'll answer it yourself. Now, again, we'll come to two people. We'll say Aishwarya should not feel bad, so we'll take her company, Aishwarya, and we'll take Akshay. Okay. Now, they have, for example, Aishwarya's number of share. If you have to say, it's 2000. Akshay has around 5000 number of shares. Okay. What is his profit after tax? Aishwarya says around, we'll say 1 lakh. 1 lakh is too high. We'll say 10,000. Okay. Now Akshay says around 20,000. You can say your values if you want. I'm just taking randomly to calculate it and show you how it works. Okay. Now let's calculate. Okay. One more thing. We would place a price of their shares. What would you say it? What would be the price of Aishwarya's company? No answers? Okay. Akshay? 70. 100. 100. Yeah, okay. Now, what do we have? We have these three data: price of the share, number of shares, and profit after tax. Okay. Now let's come to, we have to calculate the EPS. Okay, that is profit after taxes, that is 10,000 divided by 2000 number of shares. Similarly, here it will be 20,000 divided by 5,000. Correct? Now, in very simple words, I think this would be 5, this would be 4. Earning per share is 4 rupees, earnings per share is 5 rupees. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct? Now, after this, we have to calculate the PE value. Again, I'm just calculating this PE value now, and we will go on to understand what is actually PE and what does it shows. Okay. We'll discuss it again. It will be not be a one-way communication. We'll discuss it. Okay. It is divided by 4. Again, 100. Oh, it will be 5 now. To make it easier, yes. It is 4. Okay. This EPS is around it will be 22.5, I think. No. Sorry. 25. Maths नहीं आती थी. हाँ. So, now tell me, based on this, which company would you buy? Why? Tell me. If you said Akshay's, why? Mm-hmm. Correct. You're on the right track. Yes. Who told Akshay? I think Manjunath, right? Or Ratan? Tell me, why did you say Akshay? Hmm. Okay. Why? What does make? What difference does that make? This is interesting. Okay, we will go to this again, number of shares, and because see, I don't want anyone to not understand something and miss out. Give me a minute. Here, what we will do, we'll take this small part for you. Okay, now, for example, tomorrow with this kind of earning per share, or with this profit which Aishwarya is making, I'm not taking Akshay into picture right now. I'm just taking Aishwarya's company. Okay, she grows on to making this company around, if we say her price of the share goes on to 200. Okay, okay, 200 rupees. And if you have heard, there is always, if the stock grows hugely, now we are considering this price as quite huge. We are considering in 2000s. This, if this is 200, she will say that okay, I have to split the stock now. Have you heard about this word split? This is a new concept again, if anyone has missed. Yes, Ratan, have you heard about it? Okay, so what happens here is, shall I clear the screen? This is clear to all, right? Okay, just remember the price to and what was that? Number of shares. Number of shares was 2000, right? Aishwarya had. Okay, so we'll say it was 50 now, 50 rupees, and it was 2000 number of shares. What happened after 2 years of earning? What has happened? It has become 200, and the price is still, sorry, number of shares is still 2000. So here, for example, we are considering a, okay, let's make this little easier to understand, because this now you cannot relate things. We'll make 2 lakh shares. Okay, 2 lakh shares, and we'll make this price as 500, and we'll make this price as somewhere around 2000. Okay, now if you are a new investor or trader, would you consider, don't think that this is the same company, would you consider to trade or invest in a 500 rupees company or 2000 rupees company? Ratan, reason? You'll think it is cheap, right? Now, as you'll think the price is cheap, same happens with everyone. This price has now moved to 2000 in 1 year. Now what Aishwarya will think, now less people are trading and investing thinking that my company has become costly. I am again saying, not in current scenario of market. Current scenario, anyone is buying at 10,000 also. So leave that. Okay, Aishwarya will think, and the company owners and other investors will think, who are hugely invested. I'm saying 20%, 10% in the market, in that same company. They'll see that people have less interest because the price has gone way above it. What Aishwarya will decide, she'll say that we'll go back to the old price. We'll split the share. That split the share as in, for one share it was 2000. Now out of that one share, she'll say that we'll make one fourth. We'll make 4 shares out of it. So now one share which was 2000, it will become 4 shares of 500. Sorry, correct? But in the same time, if you see here also, number of shares have also increased. For example, if it will become again into 4, it will become somewhere around 8 lakhs. Okay, if you are considered, now why did I say that? I had to tell you about split. I have to tell you about price. One more thing which you have to think is, if, as Akshay told, if EPS is high, someone had joined now. Sorry. Hey, what happened? Harsha. If, sorry for the interruption, guys. If EPS is high, okay, that means earning per share. If you are saying for one share 5 rupees if someone is earning, and on the other hand if for one share 3 rupees that person is giving you, that means this 5 rupees and 3 rupees are profit which you are getting as a owner. And in other case, for example, if Akshay's company, he says that I will give you all 3 rupees as dividend or something. I'll come to this topic later on, but just hold on to this word dividend. And Aishwarya says that, listen, Akshay is giving 3 rupees to everyone, even I have to give 3 rupees. So what I'll give, 3 rupees I'll give to the again investors, 2 rupees she'll invest back in the company, which will again help to the growth of the company. Correct? So as Akshay rightly said, if this is high, chances of company growing is really high. There are many other things, but this is one of the criteria which you have to understand. Clear, Ratan? Perfect. Now we'll go to PE topic again. See, what does PE says? In again simple words, if anyone has to explain me. Anyone? Correct? No, that is EPS. Handwriting is straight ಆಗಿದೆ. I know the definition. I'm not asking the definition. I'm writing it for you. I'm asking you what actually you understand from it. Interesting. Okay. Now, I'll make you understand. So, we'll take again 2 examples to make you understand in a easier way. Okay. We'll say there is a company, whose price is stagnant to 200. And there is a company whose price is increasing every quarter from 10%. We'll say 10%. Okay, whatever it is. Okay, 10%. Now we'll see it on a graph. We'll say this was 200 rupees always. Okay, this 200 rupees is price of the share. Similarly, this is price of the share of the other company, which has been increasing and it has become 300 now. Okay, whereas EPS of both the companies, okay, earning per share of both the companies have been increasing consistently on the same rate. Again, on the same rate. Sorry, this would be little wrong. The second line which I drew, it would be something here. On the same rate again. Okay. Now, what you have to understand here. Okay. Earlier, both the companies have started, or if you can think this as a company which has started at the same time, or companies which are the same sector. Okay, and have same growth. Now, one thing you are understanding, that earning per share is increasing. That means company is having good profit, right? But price of the share is not increasing. Here, price of the share is increasing. What will happen in this case? P value, if it was here, it would be starting to come down. Similar, but in here it would be it would stay stagnant, or it would be little bit higher only. It will not come down for sure. What does this show? Correct. Perfect. This shows that company is undervalued at that price point. If you see, if the same sector, same products they have been making, and I'm saying I'm just assuming an ideal state. Okay, I'm just assuming an ideal state. We'll go and understand little deeper in on the website again. But just to understand, same sectors they are having consistent same profit. Okay, but this price has not moved. It has been like ITC, 190, 200, 210, again back to 200. Whereas this is other company which has gone from 200 to 310, 320. Here PE will be high. For sure PE will be high. Here PE will be less. There are two things now you have to consider. As Akshay said, Kishore said, this is a company, you can say it is undervalued. That doesn't mean this company is overvalued. Why did I say this? No answers. Why did I say this? Okay. We have heard about the word premium. Right? Now, if you find, I'll erase this. I think this point you are clear. I'll to make you understand this, I have to erase this again. Okay. Now, for example, there are two properties. This is again 20, what do you say, 30, 40. This would be 40, right? 40, 30. Again, this is same 40, 30. Okay, but this is in outskirts of Hebbal. This is in, we'll say, center of Koramangala. We'll say, guess the prices. Okay, guess the random prices. Give me the random prices on this. Every again, just a minute. Everyone, at least I have to get 5 prices. Okay, we'll average out that just to understand. We'll get 5 prices, 5 different prices. You have to, if someone is giving for Hebbal, they have to give for Koramangala also. 100 rupees is also okay. Hey, don't give me on square feet. Total land there. We should not sit and calculate it. Okay. Okay, Koramangala. Okay, 5 lakhs. Okay. Next. Double. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಡಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. So instead of going to the next part, it's very evident that here the prices of, the structure of the land is same, right? The overall what do we say, what product we'll get is same, correct? Why is this extra cost here? So can't we call this 50% or what you say 100% extra what you are paying here as premium for the facilities which you are getting? Correct, no? Similarly, if you are an investor, okay, if you are an investor, now we'll understand in a very simple way. Now if you have understood this, we'll understand next part in very simple way. Okay. we'll say this is an EPS of the company, it is growing properly. Okay, this is EPS, and price has been stagnant. Again, EPS has been growing, price has been increasing. Again, these two companies we are taking. Okay, now if the price is increasing, okay, that means people or the investors are ready to pay 1 rupees, 2 rupees, 3 rupees, or whatever. Or if you say in this case, if it is 2, if it was 200, if it is 300, people are ready to pay 100 rupees extra to get the same EPS. That extra is premium. Again, that might be for many reasons. Okay, that might be for many reasons. It would be because of the assets they have, it could be the business which they are doing. Okay, it could be because of the products they have, or it could be the forecast. It could be because of they do not have any debt or anything. So it could be because of many reasons that people are ready to pay the extra premium, and that's why the price has gone little higher. Okay, that means its PE will be high comparatively. Here the PE will be low. Correct. Now, one thing you have to understand, this company you cannot consider it as overvalued. Again, this company cannot be considered as undervalued. But when I am speaking on the same sector, same products, same almost same balance sheet, then this comparative to this company is undervalued. I think this is more clutter. Is it clear? Any doubts? Any doubts on this? You can ask me now.